Welcome, Gemini, to your love reading for November 17th and 18th of 2018. So let's look into your overall energy for the weekend. So Saturday and Sunday, maybe from Friday night, and Saturday and Sunday for Gemini. So let's see into overall energy for the weekend. So optimism. The star comes through as being in the spotlight. You and your partner being out, going out to either seeing some kind of sign that has you feeling good and hopeful about a connection. So usually inspired and healing in the same on the same token, and I feel like that's a very good card to see. All right, person coming towards you. Let's see, person coming towards you, Gemini. They may be working through forgiving you for what you've done to them, what they've done to you, or what they may be dealing with another person. So when that's the case, I feel like it's you know that something might be coming about, that healing is taking place, and if that's the process of forgiving, they might be kind of open to reconciling, or just taking the time to just think about things and ponder what the future might be between both of you, whether it's going to work, whether or not. So when you see the star and then the Five of Cups in reverse, that's a very good energy of healing and good hopes for not really reconciling and automatically being with one another, but turning a new leaf and letting go of resentment, right? So what might your response be? What might your response be? So the Four of Pentacles is often, let's clarify the Four of Pentacles, where you could be working. For some of you, might be saving, and also maybe holding back. Some of you holding on to someone that you might need to let go of, the fear of being alone, or not really being with that person that you may have been used to. So clarify the Four of Pentacles for Gemini. So yeah, you may some of you, this is two things. Some of you might really be into somebody, and they might be into you as well, but there's an energy of kind of holding back and taking things slow as you party. You might be kind of doing other things with other people, and also if you are around your romantic partner, someone that you might be into, you might cling on a bit. You might be kind of close, or you want to get close, but you're a bit timid and you're not sure of how to kind of proceed with that. So I feel like it's an energy of kind of taking a step back, but then wanting to kind of be around a certain person as well. Self-protection, but optimism as well. When I see the star and Three of Cups, good card. So and let's check out the Five of Cups in reverse as well for the person coming towards you. So yeah, the Seven of Swords, dishonesty. Someone, for instance, if some of you have moved on from somebody, they might not be honest. Be honest about the hurt or the pain that they might be feeling, and the fact that some of you might be dealing with someone else who's healing from a past situation, and they're optimistic about the connection, but in the meantime, it's almost like you have to kind of party and have a good time. That's what it seems like right now. And what might be the obstacles between Gemini and their love interest or partner? Tower. Usually the Tower is the energy of letting something fall away and not fixing it. Don't build it back up. Let it wash out to sea or whatever it might be, and then see what happens. So I'll clarify the Tower for Gemini. The Four of Wands. Often this is the energy of a change of residence, getting married, new location, literally moving in with one another, but that could be potentially part of the process for some of you out there. And if some of you, if the home life is not stable, if it's not somewhere that you want to be, these things might need to change in order for the connection to work out in some way. So some of you might literally be moving, and some of you, for instance, if you keep trying to fix something that you know is broken, you know the Tower is not going to come through. Alright, it's not going to happen like you need it to happen. The universe is always going to try to come through and let you know that there's a red flag. This needs to be let go of. But if you try to put it back together, the universe will say, "Hey, that's your puzzle piece to kind of to work out and unravel if you put it back together and put yourself in a knot." So let's see. Well, the outcome for Gemini, November 17th to 18th. Devil is showing up. Devil's we have some intense cards here, right? Clarify the Devil for Gemini. Fear, attachment. The Devil for Gemini. Yeah, and for many of you, you might not be So that tells me that for a lot of you, you might not really be communicating how you feel, all right? And you might be detaching, focusing on trying to have a good time. And because you might have fear of opening up to somebody and being disappointed, and the fact that some of you might be a bit stung by the fact that the person that you would love to open up to you, they're not communicating all that you would like to hear from. You would like to hear some kind of conversation. You would like to start up a conversation about what you have been through. And when the stars showing up, you're saying, well, what am I to be optimistic about? My partner is not around. Well, try to be optimistic about the fact that they are working through a process of transformation, that they might be healing as well as you. So I feel like biding your time and kind of disconnecting and having fun will be your best option right now. So let's see. Messages for Gemini, November 17th to the 18th. Children, it says your love life is being affected by children, and that might be where you may have had a child with someone that you may have been in love with, but the feelings are no longer mutual. That could be part of it, or the fact that you're into someone else who may have children with another person who they're separating from, and that's an awkward kind of scenario that you might be raveled in. And also, children is part of some of you who have lost a child with someone. They might be trying to forgive you or forgive something like that's happened. Through losing them through death or a process like that. So much love for anyone who has gone through that. So let's see. And some of you may have resentment between you and someone that you were involved with from maybe childhood. All right. And those resentments, those issues might still be there, and they could be holding on to that grudge and trying to work through a process of forgiving you. So one more. All right. And honeymoon, it says enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Taurus had that. So Taurus, some of you might be dealing with a Taurus for some, but these are things of the potential for a honeymoon. Some of you might still be kind of experiencing the lingering doubts that you might have about the connection, and maybe being around that person is still trying to figure them out. But that's a good card though, because it could be a party, anything where your love interest is somebody that you might be into. They might be around, and some of you might be having an opportunity to see that person, while some of you might still be married, but going out and about to see them at a party, at a gathering or something like that could be the only way that you can see that person, because you still might be dealing with something at home. All right, that's not completely over. All right, so in whichever way this might relate to you, that's what I feel might be going on. Oh, and one more card for Gemini. 3 out of 7 of Swords for Gemini. Person coming towards you. 7 of Swords. Yeah, money. Taurus, they had the same thing. And they may be working on money right now, and as they still work through the process of some of you moving on from an ex-partner, they're trying to forgive you as they work on money. Some of them moving on from a different ex-partner, someone else, and they're working on money to try to just be more confident in that department, so when you two can come together, it'll be the best. All right, so that's going to be a reading. I hope the messages did help out. Much love to you, much light, tons of healing vibes, and you can always go to psychicloveheals.com to schedule something for you. Have a good one.